Good evening, hello, bonsoir, and welcome to the new DITC Social live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. I am so glad to have you joining me this evening. Tonight, we will be discussing some hot topics, but keeping them light and fluffy, taking some of your questions. So feel free to comment on whatever platform that you are on, and we will bring you into the conversation. Ce soir, nous discuterons de certains sujets, mais en les gardant légers et amusants, et en répondant à vos certaines questions. N'hésitez pas de faire part avec vos commentaires, quel que ce soit sur la plateforme laquelle que vous vous trouvez, et nous vous ferons participer à la conversation. Before I get going, I would like to pay respect to the Algonquin people who are the traditional guardians of this land. We acknowledge their long-standing relationship with this territory, which remains unceded. We pay respect to all Indigenous people in this region from all nations across Canada who call Ottawa home. We acknowledge the traditional knowledge keepers, both young and old, and we honor their courageous leaders, past, present, and future. Nous rendons hommage au peuple algonquin, gardien traditionnel de cette terre. Nous reconnaissons le lien sacré de longue date l'unissant à ce que le territoire qui demeure non cédé. Nous rendons également hommage à tous les peuples autochtones qui habitent Ottawa, qu'ils se soient de la région ou d'ailleurs au Canada. Nous reconnaissons les gardiens des savoirs traditionnels, jeunes et âgés. Nous honorons ainsi leurs courageux dirigeants d'hier, d'aujourd'hui et demain. I want to preface this conversation by stating that this is a safe space and that our conversation today is based on mutual respect, openness, and understanding. So feel free to comment on whatever platform that you are on, and we will bring you into the conversation. Je tiens à préciser que nous sommes dans un contexte sécuritaire et que la conversation d'aujourd'hui se doit être imprégnante de le respect mutuel, d'ouverture et de compréhension. Joignez-vous à la conversation en soumettant un commentaire à la partir du plateforme sur laquelle que vous êtes. All right, let's bring on some guests. Amenons les invités. Today's show is about two amazing community organizations, the Ottawa Bears, who are here to talk about their upcoming event, Bear Refuge 2020, which is a fundraiser for LGBTQ2 plus refugees. And we also have Rainbow New Beginnings and Everyone's Sister, who are partnering up for an online auction we will highlight in a bit, sponsored by Mattamy Homes. My first guest, introducing the coordinator of both Rainbow New Beginnings and Everyone's Sister, two sponsoring groups for LGBTQ refugees. Please welcome Yves Brunet. Hello, Yves. There you are.
Allô, bonjour, André, ça va bien?
Ça va très bien, toi, merci?
Ça va très bien, je suis content d'être ici encore une fois.
Ben oui, ça fait pas longtemps que je t'ai vu.
Exactement. Alors, merci beaucoup de nous réinviter, de nous parler d'un autre événement dans la région de la capitale nationale.
Ben, c'est mon plaisir. Puis on va montrer des highlights un peu plus tard aussi de Medley soirée. J'ai pas eu la chance de participer. J'ai eu un surgie, puis je pouvais pas manger. So I would have missed it all anyways. There was no food for Andre.
Excellent.
Right. And we also have, my next guest is the coordinator for Rainbow New Beginnings and Everyone's Sisters online auction, sponsored by Mattamy Homes. Please welcome Cindy Mitchell. How are you, Cindy?
I'm well. Thank you for having me.
Oh, well, thank you for joining us. I was very glad to hear that a lot more people want to come on the show, so I'm happy. And you get to tell a story to the community. So this is wonderful. And this is all we can do right now, right? We can't go out. We can't do anything. Staying home is best while communicating information from the comfort of our own home and chairs. As long as the internet and the power works, we're good. All right. Well, so that's good for now. The Bears will come in a little bit, but we're going to talk about what you guys folks are up to. So tell me, Yves, what is Everyone's Sister and Rainbow New Beginnings?
So as you said earlier, we are two sponsoring groups, but there's something a bit different about these two groups is because we are supporting a group of 14 refugees in Nairobi, Kenya. So these are LGBT refugees that come from neighboring countries. Remember, to be a refugee, you must not be in your own country. So they come from other countries around, and they are currently in Kenya. And Kenya is probably one of the most homophobic countries
Yeah.
in the world. 98% of Kenyans would disown their own children if they knew that they were gay, lesbian, or transgendered.
Wow.
It's a tough place. So refugees are not well seen in most countries, but LGBT refugees are even less well seen. So they are living in Nairobi. They have no money. The UN is no longer giving them any money to live on. So
Okay.
some of them have to resort to prostitution or have to resort to being homeless. So we want to avoid this from happening. So the two groups are paying for rent and food and utilities, and we are helping them with medical
Oh,
expenses so that they can stay alive until they get to go to a third country. So because of the pandemic, it's tough here, but it's even tougher for them because they are on hold. Nothing is moving right now
yeah.
in US, Australia, France, Germany, or Canada.
Yeah.
So we need to keep them going. So that this is what we do, and specifically, everyone's sister is going to be bringing three siblings, of which there's a trans man, a lesbian, and a young uh, teenager sister,
Okay.
and Rainbow in the Beginning is going to bring a gay couple.
Wow.
So, and all of this we did at the Middle East soiree, and they wanted to give a message to the people of Ottawa. And I think you have a video that you can show us about this group of people.
I sure can. Why don't we do that right now? All right. So share audio and this one. It's hilarious. My teleprompter takes up so much room in front of my TV. All right, here we go. You guys can still be heard while this video plays. So if you don't want to, then you can mute yourself. And here is le video. You're all hearing it?
Yeah, it could be a bit louder.
Mm-hmm. We might have to redo it. Hold on. Because I should be hearing it too. So, uno momento. All right.
Yeah, it looked like the level of the sound was not quite.
Yeah, I've been having some wonderful sound problems tonight. I think everybody has. It's been a great day. Okay, hold on. So, USB audio device, which is what I am in. Okay. And I've never had problems before. Oh, there we go. All right.
There we go.
Hi everyone, I'm the leader of the 14, a group in Kenya, Nairobi. We are a group of refugees. We are thanking all the organizations in Ottawa that are supporting all LGBTIs in Africa, everywhere around the world. Thank you so much. And today, I would love to thank these beautiful organizations that have supported us. thank you so much. We love you. We love you to the fullest. Thank you for your endless support and thank you for the kindness.
Nous prenons cette opportunité pour vous dire merci à toutes les organisations qui supportent les LGBTQ réfugiés à travers le monde. Nous vous disons merci. May God bless you to all the organizations supporting and helping LGBTQ refugees across the world.
I still get choked up watching it again and again. And these people have been waiting for years. So it's not something that just happened that they want to come to a third country. Some of them have been there for 7 years.
I normally watch everything before the show, but like with I've been off for the last couple of days, and holy cow, like that is powerful. And just to see the thank you from all around the world, it's wonderful. It's amazing. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
I'm so glad to have you both here tonight. This is going to be awesome. And then I got to work on a little slideshow that we're going to show a little bit later. But we all know that fundraising is not easy during a pandemic. Cindy, how did you get the idea to do the online auction?
Well, I have spent most of my professional life in the nonprofit sector. So, of course, we have to be very aware of how to raise funds and get very creative. And one of my favorite things ever were silent auctions. I'm a huge fan.
Okay.
And so with the COVID-19 stopping us all from being out and celebrating and raising funds together, I happened upon an auction. I'm a big fan of raising money for the Ottawa Food Bank. And they had artists on the same auction site we're using, Auction 32, selling their art for the food bank. And I thought that was such a brilliant way of reaching out to people, letting them know we're still here and offering them the opportunity to support us. And at this time of year, do some holiday shopping at the same time. It seemed like a no-brainer. And it's just been a huge success for us. We're very, very pleased with all the wonderful businesses that have helped us, particularly Mattamy Homes. They decided to sponsor our auction and give us some extra money to help these people we're trying so desperately to bring to safety in Ottawa. So there are just a lot of, I know it's very difficult for small businesses right now, and we were quite concerned that we wouldn't be able to get them to offer us prizes and things for our auction. But it was such a surprise. Some of the businesses that are just starting out during the pandemic still wanted to support this cause. So it's just been going gangbusters. It's been running a week and it'll go on until December 2nd. So we're hoping some of your listeners will check out our auction.
Yeah, so then the auction closes on the 2nd, and then everybody can collect their bids or pay their bids and then collect their item. Or is it being delivered to them?
Yes, all our volunteers are more than happy to deliver. I actually delivered some today because we had some buy me now items, and I walked around the neighborhood. A lot of my neighbors were buying and put things in their mailboxes. So it's very easy for us to connect. The platform we're using is very user friendly. So it's easy for people to pay with their Visa, MasterCard, or send a check to us, and we'll get the items to them certainly before the holiday season when maybe they're trying to gift some of the items.
Well, I guess you have an auction, somebody who's bid, Jillian Keefe, silent auction has been so fun, bid on, that's good. So they'll have it for sure before the holidays then?
Oh, we guarantee, yes.
So make some good Christmas gifts or holiday gifts, whatever you're celebrating. I know the Kwanzaa, how many gifts do they get? So
Yeah, and Hanukkah.
Hanukkah, yeah, that's true. Well, and it's supporting local too. There's a lot of crafts in there. I saw a lot of hand knitted stuff, paintings. So we're gonna show a whole little slideshow that I jazzed up and put together, and we'll show that in a little bit. Yves, I understand that you have a sponsor for your event. Who is it, and why did they choose to support you?
Okay, so it's Mattamy Homes Ottawa. So
Okay.
Mattamy Homes, we got to talk to them and the senior managers. We realized quickly that we have merging or meshing values, because their job is to build new homes, and our mission is to help refugees to create new homes in a safe place.
Yes.
So they are looking, the newcomers, when they come, they're looking to be trained and to get a job. And Mattamy Homes, they're looking to train people so that they can have people working in their industry.
Oh,
and I
wow.
would say that as a gay man, I find it absolutely amazing that we have a construction company that is interested in sponsoring the LGBT community. And I think it's absolutely wonderful. I think
Cool.
times have changed to see that now there's a willingness to be fully included. Of course, the LGBT community buys houses and
Yeah.
and need places to live also. So I think it's absolutely wonderful. And
Wow.
as one of the managers said, he says, we are all immigrants. We just arrive in various generations.
Yep, that's true. And I'm a proud sponsor. John Milkey is listening right now, blasttheradio.com, and I have a commercial there that I really need to upgrade and promote both of these two events until December 2nd. So I'll be getting to recording a little diddly later on, and I'll send in a new commercial. If you haven't listened to blasttheradio.com yet, go to it. John Milkey, who used to be on Cool FM, great guy, awesome music. There's a boogie break at 10:30 every morning. You get up, and my boss will call me at 10 o'clock, and I'll have my dance music going. She's like, what's going on there? Moving the blood in the system. That's what we do. So, Cindy, what are some of the items that people might be interested in bidding on? How about we show the little slideshow I made?
Sure. We have 100 items on
Okay.
that site. So it was pretty impressive how quickly our volunteers with both with Rainbow New Beginnings and everyone's sister got out on their phones and their computers and contacted everybody they could to see if they could support us. We have
Okay.
antiques on there. We
Okay.
have restaurant gift certificates. We have handmade items for like quilts, for example. We have 2 quilts. We have lots of wonderful support from Shoppers Drug Mart, both at Saint Laurent and on Sunnyside. They gave us gift baskets. Supply and Demand, Little Joe Berry, Kochi Ramen, Big Rig Brewery, Flora Hall, Grunt. So many wonderful little businesses. Venus Envy, Flora Hall. Those are some of the, and lots of wineries. We were really lucky.
Oh,
Potter Settlement Winery, Noble Estates, for example. Stylists, we all hit up our stylists and got donations from them. We have about 4 certificates from different stylists: Westboro, Studio Giso, Lucas Nault, Barbaholic. We had a really good friend of a couple of the members donate her cottage for 4 days. It's in Kincardine.
wow. It's in
That
where?
was a very generous donation in Kincardine, Ontario,
Okay.
by the lake. We have a wonderful gentleman who's a young guy who wanted to help. He's donated $3,000 worth of masonry work for your home.
Wow.
Octopus books on beechwood have been very good. Perfect books. We have French books,
I
English
like that
books.
cutting board too. It's beautiful.
That's a handmade cutting board by Jillian, who just typed across the screen. Her husband
Wow.
made that for us. It's there's just no end of wonderful for all tastes on there.
This is amazing.
Yeah, pet shops you're seeing there, market gardens in Quebec, natural path products that are environmentally friendly, of course. Tea, coffee. There's just so much. Terra 20's been great. Oh, and I should also talk about Dominion City. They've supported us so much. Not Middle Eastern Soiree. They participated in that, and now they've given us donations for this. They've been great supporters. So I could just go on and on. There's fitness packages, adventure packages with Wild Women.
Wow.
So we're hoping people could check out the site and have some fun with it.
Well, I hope so too, because from what I just showed, that was a lot of awesome stuff. And even when I was putting the slideshow together, making sure it all looked good, because they are really, really sweet items, and they're very good. Very good.
And one of our newcomers has donated 2 times 1 hour of therapeutic massage that he would go to your home and give 2 massage of 1 hour, and it's still up for grabs. So
in a really nice blue onesie, flimsy kind of outfit.
well,
with a really cool looking mask. I'm just assuming. Well, that is awesome. I simply amazed what you guys are doing. I gotta stop saying guys. You folks are doing. Well, I'm gonna thank you both, and I'm gonna put you both in the virtual backstage for now, and bring on the Bears, because I don't want them to maul you.
No.
They can get pretty crazy. I will bring you back at the end for some final thoughts and bring in some questions from some of the peoples. And we will talk to you both pretty soon, once I can
Thanks.
figure out my computer. Oh, man. It's one of those days. Just one of those days where I can't see everything. All right. Now we got the boys coming, and they're all smiling, and I'm just going to leave it like that for now. So, boys, here we go. My next LGBTQ2 plus community group are the Ottawa Bears. The Ottawa Bears is a social group that was formed in the mid-1990s to provide a safe environment for large and or furry gay men, i.e. bears, to interact and socialize together. Wonder if they have any honey. The group promotes a positive body image for big furry men and those who admire them, and provides a very inclusive and accepting environment through numerous activities, including the yearly Mr. Bear competition, the Ottawa Mr. Bear competition. Members have been forming strong friendships for over 25 years while helping raise funds for various LGBTQ2 plus charities in Ottawa. The group is open to all bears, but also to those who admire them. Check them out at ottawabears.com. But for now, I have a few of them here with me. My next guest is Jean-Marc, known as JM to all his friends, and he's been a member of the Ottawa Bears since 1995, and he has helped his husband Joel organize activities, including the yearly Mr. Ottawa Bear competition. He currently manages the club's website and social media accounts, and writes news articles and blog posts about the Ottawa Bears. Good evening, JM. How are you this evening?
I'm good, Andre. How are you?
I am doing very well. Well, you're having a good evening so far?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yep. Been enjoying the show so far. It's been nice.
Well, that's good. I'm having a lot of fun, and this is 2 amazing groups, so it can only get even funner.
It's always fun when you have bears on board.
Hello. And so do you have any honey, or is that just a myth? Do the bears carry honey?
There's some around here somewhere, yeah. I'll have some delivered to your house. How's that?
Yeah, I used to be a leather boy many, many years ago in Toronto, and I've seen some interesting things, and I love me furry man. My boyfriend's furry, so I love fur. That's why I have cats. I pet them, and I pretend they're a really furry man, furrier than my boyfriend.
Well, you need to start hanging out with the bears.
Yes, well, I might no, because then I'll get in trouble, and I just until I pet it at least once, I can't stop. I have to. It's like a Sheldon thing where I need to touch it. So my next guest is Adam, and he's currently sitting as the chair bear for the Ottawa Bears. During his year as the Ottawa Bear in 2017, Adam also was a founding member of the Northern Lights Refuge, an LGBTQ2 plus refugee settlement team. Good evening, Adam, and how are you?
Hey, Andre. Good to see you again.
Nice to see you again. It was
Indeed,
only a
indeed.
couple of days ago, wasn't it?
It's true. I'm curious to hear more about your leather boy days.
Me too.
Oh boy, don't make me smile too much. I used to, I went in the competitions and everything, the Mr. Leatherman
Oh, wow,
in
look at you.
Toronto, and I had the chaps and the whole 9 yards.
Nice.
That Rihanna song, S&M.
I'm sure you still have them somewhere. They're deep in the closet.
Let's just say like 50 Shades. I had to, I needed Kleenex for that. That was holy. But enough about me. We're here to talk about you. So you're doing well?
I am doing well, yes. I'm also in school, so I'm just finishing up my last year of engineering at Carleton. So
Okay.
keeps me busy.
So what does a chair bear mean?
So
He bosses us around.
It's just we have a committee, so there's a chair position or a president, if you will. So it's we have cute little names like Chair Bear. So yeah, it's not quite as good. It's not quite as good as a bear chair, but Chair Bear will do.
Hey, I used to watch the Care Bears. I know what you're talking about. Your chair bear. And yours is a rainbow that comes out, right? Didn't they all have rainbows that came out? The Care Bears?
Yeah, of different shapes and colors, I remember.
Yeah. Yeah, yours would be like
bear flag.
Yours would be like a paw shape of a big bear.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I already know. I should start designing it for you. And my final guest tonight is Dory, and he is a 34-year-old, and he is the current Mr. Ottawa Bear title holder. He moved to Canada from the Middle East in September of 2019 as a sponsor by the Northern Lights Refuge. He is currently working as a pharmacy technician while studying to recertify his dentistry credentials in Canada so he can resume his chosen profession. Well, I could have went to go see Dory, and then it would have been cheaper for all this dental work I had done. Hey, Dory, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
How did you find my Tinder profile over there?
Your Tinder? Apparently, Jean-Michel knew where to find it.
Then all the information you just mentioned, I would put it there.
Yeah, on Tinder? Really? You're on Tinder? Do bears go on Tinder? Everyone, I guess.
Well, if you're looking for dating, whatever.
Okay. So the cubs are there then. And if you like the younger bears, they're cubs, right?
Yep.
Okay. Wow.
Or you can choose Growler. Growler has lots of bears on it too.
Oh,
That's
yes.
the official app for sure.
It's like, official for bears.
It's official for bear. Growler, yeah, I think many years ago I was on that before I met my current beau. Was on all those sites, but I'm glad I don't have to do any of that anymore. Oof.
Someone used to be a taster, I guess.
That's scurry. That's scary. All right. So, gentlemen, here are some of the questions for you. I may know the answer to this, but what is a bear?
Well, that's the age-old question, isn't it?
Tell me in your own words.
Okay. Well, I think if you want sort of a definition, unofficial definition, large and or furry and or cuddly gay man, typically. They like to cuddle and they like to eat. That's kind of the general description. We can get into all kinds of other terms like otters and wolves and grizzlies and all this other stuff, but
and the pups.
That would probably take all day. So
yeah, well, that's why it's LGBTQ2, and then there's a whole. I had to read it one year for the World Pride in Toronto when I announced a 6-hour parade on Wellesley and Yonge, and it was a long acronym. Like by the end of it, I'm like, if you're not on here, send an email to the World Pride Committee and get your initial up there.
There should be an extra B in there for bears, right?
Exactly. See?
Just saying.
Yes, should be completely inclusive.
Us otters are always underrepresented, so yeah, it's a challenge. It's a challenge.
Adam, are you doing online university, or are you actually going to a school?
It's all online. People in my class are actually out of country even, so there's the labs are like all done by the TAs, so we don't do our own labs, but someone else does them and they give us the results, so it's kind of interesting. Yep.
Okay, so you get to meet other people then. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that you get to, and I'm learning more because all the lectures are recorded, so you can watch them more than once. Whereas normally in real life, you get one shot. If you didn't hear it the first time, you're done. So
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I watched How to Get Away with Murder, so was my favorite show, seriously.
That's
I'm kidding. JM and Adam, want to tell us more about the Bears in history? Continuation of the intro?
Well,
Sure.
I mean, the
I
Bears
gotta
have been
show the
around
little video, right?
What's that?
Did you want me to show the video now?
Just when we talk about events, we can certainly do that.
All right.
The Bears kind of date back to around 1995. I kind of confirmed that this afternoon with one of the fellows who was organizing brunches in the early days. So technically, this is our 25th anniversary year, which we didn't really get to celebrate a whole lot for obvious reasons.
I know. I didn't even get a birthday cake for my birthday, so.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, we've been doing stuff since day one. The Bears really only started as a group of people who got together for brunches on a monthly basis.
Yep.
And I mean, it's
a bunch of guys getting together.
Yeah, and they used to call themselves just the Bears, and then it became the Ottawa Bears. And I think somewhere around 1997-ish, they kind of formalized a bit more, had a committee, and started doing all kinds of other events, which we can talk about in a minute.
Yep.
But that was kind of the whole goal and purpose behind the club was to allow like-minded people, the Bears, to get together. And our group is not just about Bears, it's also about admirers. So there's plenty of people who hang out with us that don't necessarily fit the definition of bear, but they like bears and like to hang out with bears, and they are just as welcome as anybody else. So it really is a group that's open to pretty much anybody.
So who can tell me more about the charities that the Ottawa Bears support and raise funds through the year or during their reign?
So I can speak to this a little bit. So I did, well, about 15 years ago, this is another anniversary this year, is of the Mr. Bear competition. So that started about 2005, I believe.
Who had an awesome DJ last year.
Exactly. Thank you, Andre. So yes. And sound was great. And one of the things that's come of a tradition of these competitions is that the Mr. Bear chooses a charity each year, and then our events become fundraisers.
Okay.
And I competed in one in 2017, so 3 years ago now, and I was looking for a charity, and I came across Capital Rainbow Refuge, who does a lot of work with refugees. And when I asked them if they wanted money, they told me, well, we actually need volunteers. So they kind of prompted me to start a refugee sponsorship team. So there was a group of people, and we formed a group which we were going to call them the Care Bears because there's a lot of bear members in it. And we ended up calling it Northern Lights Refuge. So
which is also a great name.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Yeah. Well, you were all here last week, and Yves was part of that as well, too. So we are going to show some of the Middle East soiree, I think, in a little bit, too. I think I forgot to do that one during Yves. But carry on.
Oh, and so the Northern Lights kind of has a natural affinity with the Bears. They've been selected a few times as beneficiaries for the events. But there's other examples of charities are like the Men's Project. It's now called Men in Healing to deal with childhood sexual abuse. There's Ottawa Family Services, Youth Services Bureau. So the bear communities definitely helped out in various ways throughout the years.
Wow, that's great. And Dory, you had some this year too, right? You've already done a few fundraising events?
Well, we're working currently on one that's going to be on December 5th. We're trying to raise money for the Northern Light Refuge.
Yep.
And we're
the Bear Refuge 2020, which we're going to show in a little bit, right?
That's the one.
See, I can be taught. I'm kidding. I have a script, people. No wonder I was up at 5 a.m. But you're having a good time. You've had a great year so far. Your reign is almost up.
Not really. Thank you, COVID-19.
Oh, so you get to carry the torch.
We weren't able to do anything. Like all Pride parades were canceled. I was eager looking to be at them, It would have been my first Pride Parade, and it never happened.
Well, maybe we can talk and throw something on Diversity in the Capital on a Wednesday night and host a little mini competition of some kind.
Well, you know what the good news here is, though, that the committee has decided that they're not going to hold a Mr. Ottawa Bear competition in 2021 as they normally would do.
Yeah.
And so Dory gets to keep his title for an extra year. So hopefully in 2021, we'll be able to go out amongst the people a little more, and we'll be able to do some fundraising. So.
Well, I'm sure in the new year, I'm going to grab some talent in, and I might bring Dory in, as all the title holders will have to be part of the show, just to show you all off, because this is all we can do right now, right? So
Fantastic.
You better work on your comedy act, mister, because I want you in that talent show.
I'll do my best.
All right.
He'll do free root canals for everyone.
Oh, there you go. Well, it's a little too late for me now.
And a lot of fillings.
A lot of
But I'm all about sharing. So, all right. Well, how about we share the promo video?
I'll do the events one, and we'll talk a little bit about what the Ottawa Bears do.
Yeah. So here, and now I know to come over here. It's like the chicken and the hand coordination. All right, here we go.
So the Ottawa Bears have been doing events kind of since 1995, and some of the things that they do, for instance, the teddy bear picnic happens every summer, where we all get together at a local park, have a really fun time, eat some burgers and hot dogs. And this is the only event that's officially only for paid up members. All of our other events, you can drop in whether you're a member or not. Some of the events that have costs to them, you get discounts if you're a member. But the Teddy Bear Picnic is really the only one where you have to be a member.
Yeah.
We also do the water slides, as you can see, and have a really fun time.
Bear Splash.
Bear Splash. So we have our own area where we do our own barbecue together. It's really a really fun time.
Is this Mo Cascade?
It is.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I was there with my nieces, so I recognize it.
And
yep.
So we do bar nights. If there's 5 Saturdays in the month, then the 5th one is always a Bear Bar Night. We attended as a group Bear Pride. So as you can see, Adam was there as well. Past summer, or summer before, I should say.
Yeah.
There's Pedro, who was the title holder at the time. And we also do camping. That's at Plein Bois.
Cool.
So do that at least once per summer, sometimes twice. And we've also attended a lot of the winter events.
Winter Pride from last year, or the year before.
Pride. So it became Bear Pride for us. That was really a fun time.
Wow.
We feed the bears, of course, because bears love to eat. So we do brunches. There's some brunches at Tucker's Marketplace with lots of happy, well-fed bears. And of course, as we talked about before, we do charity. And here's the check handoff for the money that we raised during the last Mr. Ottawa Bear. We raised $2,000 for Capital Rainbow Refuge, which was Pedro's chosen charity at the time.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we do lots of other things as well. That's just kind of a few items that we wanted to highlight. But really, the most important one at the moment, like right now, is Bear Refuge. So Bear Refuge was put together to help Dory raise some money for his chosen charity, and which is Northern Lights Refuge. And so we've got some talent from various places that are going to come and join us for an evening. We have 2 very hot bears that are going to call a bingo game online, which is going to be a lot of fun. We have some musical artists, Homer Mars and Jeff, who's also amazing guitarist. We also have a pre-party show that's going to run for the first half hour, starring my personal friend, DJ Sunny D, who's from Moncton.
Yep.
And we're going to sort of finish up the entire evening. The crowning glory at the end is we're going to play the video footage that we recorded from this past Mr. Ottawa Bear, where Dory gets to win his title, and we get to watch him do that again in all his glory. The full competition from start to finish is how we're going to finish the evening. So if you were not at Mr. Ottawa Bear, or you wondered what happened at Mr. Ottawa Bear, or you want to remember the fun that you had, make sure that you join us. buy some bingo cards, and all of the profits that we get from this is going to go to Northern Lights Refuge, which is a phenomenal, amazing charity.
So you don't have to be a bear to participate and watch this virtual online event.
Not at all.
It's open to everyone.
Absolutely everybody.
Wow. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And how much are the tickets?
Tickets are $10, and the bingo cards are $5 each. So if you'd like to, you can probably play that promo video, and we'll see exactly what's going to happen.
I sure can. Well, here we go.
Fantastic.
Cool.
Not a lot of audio on that one. That's okay. We'll watch.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of prizes with the bingo, so the bingo cards will help.
Screening premiere. That's awesome.
Yeah, and here's a bit of the footage from that as kind of a teaser. So this is what you're going to get to see.
So those were our contestants from last year. So,
Oh, there's Adam dancing.
There's
well,
our
these
Bear
are
Troop
these
dancers.
are some. Yeah.
That's
There you
just
go.
like the car wash video that I played during the community Pride Day.
Absolutely.
Love it.
So there you go. It got a little bit racy at times, but it was a really, really fun time. So if you want to see that happen again, come and join us, and you'll get to watch.
Wow. Well, that is a lot of fun. Once I can figure out my mouse. Oh my God. Oh, Andre's having one of those nights. John, I need a producer.
Mhm.
He's got enough with low green, and he's got so many programs. But it's not the easiest. Ellen has all these people backstage that do this. So,
Mhm.
anyways, we're having fun. So, you want to promote your websites and your newsletters, social media, emails?
Yes, please. So anybody who wants some more information or wants to get some tickets to our event, ottawabears.com. Sign up for our newsletter. We send newsletters out roughly every month or two, depending on what's been going on. We also post all of our events on our social media. So Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, you can reach us in all kinds of places. Follow us, and by all means, please come out and join us for some of our events, virtual or in person. Even our weekly video chats that we're doing right now. They're all posted on our website every Wednesday evening, 7:30 on, and on Sunday afternoon, 3:30 on, using Discord. There's lots of all the instructions for how to join us, and come and chat with the Bears and have a good time.
Cool. Purchase
There's our
bingo
website.
tickets right there. And is it the same bingo that similar to the program that I used the last time that we
It
did
is
the bingo?
exactly the same program that
God,
you used
that
last
was
time.
so fun. That was a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Wow. Well, that's really cool. Yeah. All right. Where am I? So I did the refuge. Well, gentlemen, that was fantastic. We're going to bring out the rest back so we can go through some online questions. If anybody has any questions for any of the guests, I am going to lift up my screen from the back. There we are. Welcome back, Cindy. And you all met earlier because we were all on for our preset. So does anybody have any final thoughts that they want to say?
Well, I could say that Rob has already bought tickets for the Bear Refuge, so I look forward to participate.
Thank you.
Fantastic. It's going to be a fun time. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yes.
Yes,
Excellent.
I'm gonna have to get tickets myself as well because December 5th. Yeah, I should.
You don't want to miss this. It's really.
Oh,
gonna be
yeah.
a fun time.
We're supposed to have a thing in our neighborhood, but it's at 7, right? That it starts at.
I think 6:30.
Show,
Sunny D's going to be
6:30.
on doing his dance stuff, and then at 7 we start. Absolutely.
All right.
And this time you don't have to do the sound for it, Andre. You get to just watch it.
Yeah, well, I had one of those bright ideas where it's COVID, we can't do anything, so let's everybody light up their Christmas lights, make a beverage, and then go for a walk in the neighborhood. Hopefully, it won't be a bad night, but I'll be back in time to watch the show. So
Fantastic.
Good.
either way, I'll get a ticket and promote is all the way. So
Fantastic. No, it's for a good cause. So.
it's for a very good cause. We had Jillian saying, is it Jillian? Saying that, yes, Dominion City Brewery has been a wonderful sponsor. So they've got lots of prizes on there too. And Nicole Brothwick, hello. All right. Well, anything else you guys want to say? Now's your chance.
I just want to remind people that the website is 32auctions.com/everyone's sisters.
Yep.
Sister without the apostrophe.
Apostrophe S. So if you're watching this Facebook Live or YouTube or, well, Twitch doesn't have the information, but social media, the Facebook and YouTube, the links are up in the event listing for both groups, as well as the event links and the event link for the online auction, as well as the Bear Refuge 2020 link. Well, I want to thank you all so much for being here. This is my first time having so many people. If I had a couch, it would be so fun. We could give a big bear hug, but now virtual hugs and kisses to everybody.
Well, thank you very much, Andre. We really appreciate this platform to talk about the Bears and promote. That's
Thank you very much.
of you.
Hey,
Thank
my
you
pleasure.
for having us.
This is what this show is for. It's not about performances because, well, quite frankly, Facebook does not like any music, or neither does YouTube, from what I found out, because I had two really good performers, which one of them was a Lady Gaga song, and even YouTube nixed me on that one. So we're here to have fun. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And this is what it's all about. It's more of a talk show style. So we're just going to have fun. And there's nothing on until 8 o'clock. And now I don't even have my Masked Singer tonight. It's tomorrow, but that's okay. We'll survive. Thank you all for watching. Welcome. Yes. No questions. Final thoughts. If you have not listened to BTR, they have a bigger, better boogie break every morning at 10:30, like I mentioned earlier. It gets your blood flowing. Jesse and Jenna's Messy Podcast featuring weird news highlights and listener letters. If you want to submit a letter, please email Jesse and Jenna at Jesse and Jenna's Messy Podcast @gmail.com. Supporting local LGBTQ2 plus businesses. Most are all online, so please support your local commerce by going to their site and buying something to give that someone special for Christmas, like the auction on Everyone's Sister.
Yes.
Or give them some tickets and give them an advance tickets to Bear Refuge, an early Christmas gift. I want to thank you all for being here live with me from Finley Creek and in your homes. I wish you all lots of love and goodness during this hard time, and I look forward to seeing what you all have got going on through social media. Share your memories with me, and you can see it on right here on a Wednesday night. Next week, I will be speaking to whoever wants to talk. I guess I'm not quite Kelly Clarkson level yet, and they aren't jumping to be interviewed. Just keep an eye on our pages, but I'm kidding. Next week, I'm going to start cooking. I'm going to jump into the kitchen, and I'm going to make samosas. So next episode is all about cooking. I'm turning into Rachel Ray. I'm going to make some potato samosas and potato and beef samosas. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? La semaine prochaine, je vais cuisiner. Je serai dans la cuisine, puis je vais faire des samosas. Je ne sais pas comment dire ça en français, mais des samosas. C'est vraiment bon, puis il y a des patates, puis il y a du bœuf. Mais c'est bon. And next, now is your time. Submit your favorite meal if you want to be a chef on one of the shows. We're looking for little clips. Anything you want to say, anything you want to just shout out to people, send it to Andre at diversitycapital.tv. We will throw it up on the channel anytime, or you might see it here during one of the broadcasts. Please go to blasttheradio.com and listen to the one and only Milkman every morning from 9 to 1 p.m. As I said, catch Jesse and Jenna. Ms. Horizon has a big talent search out there. I want you all to start recording yourself singing Celine Dion's version of Feliz Navidad. And send it to me, because you will be part of Horizon's online choir when she releases the video right here on Diversity Capital, and she takes over December 23rd for the night. Thank you all for being here. You all stick around for after the promo. I want to say goodbye to you personally. Take care of each other, Ottawa Gatineau. Prenez soin de l'un et l'autre. Merci beaucoup. Et à la semaine prochaine. Once I find out where I am. Here I am. Bye.